Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Some hocus pocus put against it.
I mean, something that Cinderin pointed out earlier is that this patch is, or at least in the summon games, is more push oriented, and Weaver is. You need at least like
You need
8K
the Deso,
gold.
yeah.
Let's see. For now, there's a bit of a wraparound brewing. They get off the 2-hero fissure. They're going to lift Lei, drop him back down onto LT. Weaver coming in, gets shackled to the trees. Can they burst him down with a double raise? No, the second one off the mark. Piao will scurry away. The hook comes raining in. Old chicken, not gold chicken. He gets pushed back a little bit, trying for some additional raises. Another fissure onto. Very nicely played here by the Earthshaker. Time-lapse comes out. He almost dies anyway. Does end up falling to the death requiem of the Shadow Fiend. No mercy here for that Weaver from his own teammates. They drop the cogs. Ends up being a 2-for-2. NewBee Youth looking to retreat out. It seems they will make it out in the end for now. And uh-oh, SCCC comes from the sideline. Almost finishes off Lei. Very aggressive in his movements. Just the casual TP out. There will be no more pressure of his own. Fan probably going to back off now. Go for the early drums. There's your hook to start things off on Old Chicken. Doesn't have the BKB yet. Has the mech, but he's not going to be able to get off a spell. That is a crucial takedown by NewBee. Going to be a very big swing in gold, experience, and with this, they may even be able to take a tower mid.
They're going to try, yeah.
They still have the double damage up.
I don't imagine Leshrac has any points. No, it looks like he does have 1. No, 3 actually.
Oh, that's Soul Catcher Laguna. See ya.
Jeez.
That was sweet.
It's going to be that Linken's build. The question is, again, what is that Linken blocking?
That is an interesting place to smoke for NewBee, and it's quickly over. Fissure coming out. They're looking for the follow-up power shot here. Shackle did come through, but they managed to burst him down in the end. Out comes the Laguna, doing about a third, half of that Leshrac's HP pool and damage, focusing on ganking. The supports are likely to be back.
Oh,
they are going to find Lei here. Just gets lifted and dealt with, but the turn might come now. Fan chucking out a Lance, has the Diffusal Blade ready. Quickly they bring down the Rubik, chasing for a bit more. The hook comes in from the other direction, but to what avail? They've already lost both supports on the backline. The Requiem, complete flop, but they're still hunting for 4-5-6. Retreat out safely. Ends up being a 2-for-2. Both side supports getting wiped out.
Yeah, the big thing is that Shadow Fiend uses BKB, and so does the Bloodstone kind of being lowered a bit, but looks like they want to pursue a little bit. I'm not sure if that's what you want, because that PL at this point with that finished Diffusal play, it's going to be a big problem for your support. Weaver on the backline, trying to get a couple of kills here.
Uh-oh, he's got to be careful. Yeah, he does have time-lapse and stick charges.
Well,
he continues to commit on Old Chicken. He does have the Linkens available. Now they disrupt him, throwing out the Purge on 4-5-6. Piao will be forced back. Lance coming through. Does he have the mana?
No.
Just barely. Time-lapse is in the same location. Might be able to run him down with one more Lance. Fan guessed wrong, though. He thought he would head to the north, and in fact, he went a bit to the left. Old Chicken throwing out the raises. Just getting outplayed here. NewBee Youth coming out on top. They barely keep Fan alive. The power shot that was stolen just off the mark. Oh, they almost had him, too. Man, EP are just flat out getting outmaneuvered in the fights.
I mean, again, the Linkens, you don't do any damage. At the same time, he's not dying, right? Also, he time-lapsed like back into an area where it got blocked up by Cogs.
Now, this is a game-changing item. They get the Shaker Blink now. Oh, Piao.
The Linkens. I mean, hey, man, items over here.
When you have these prolonged chaotic fights, that is where the item
The regen's really good for fights like these as well. Well, looks like MK's going to get shackled up, but he's fine.
It's not ideal. She's going towards eggs, so it looks like EP are feeling like, okay, this is going to go late. We have a very strong supporting cast. Lina, excellent late-game support. Shadow Demon, good defensively.
Is damage the issue, though?
Not really.
I'm thinking maybe Hex is better for her. In this game, at least.
Yeah, this is an item that may help them just take towers quicker. They will find Lei. Quick hook and instantly dead. Now the chase. Fissure hits 2. It's going to block LT back. Stuns his way out. Tries to retreat as Piao runs for the Echo's a complete whiff, but they'll get a secondary. They probably are officially at this point. Now the tides have turned. There was a hook. Finds Lei. He's going to self-disrupt. Old Chicken just going to TP out. The disruption will end. Lei instantly brought down. Gets off a Purge to little avail.
Even though no one was really close to actually cancel that TP, so Shadow Fiend in theory did not have to BKB, but he knows that there's a Blink Earthshaker around, so he's just giving respect to that. But is that a 7-second BKB being used just to TP out?
That's a PL BKB, by the way.
Yeah, that's how desperate they are against the Leshrac. And yes, BKB is very good against this team, but you don't see BKB on PL too much because it's just not a very good item. Or it doesn't synergize with the gameplay of the hero, which is kind of high amongst your illusions, using big stats items.
I mean, look at these items. We are going to have like a game-deciding fight right now items that they're picking up. Sanjin Yasha, Shadow Fiend going back for it at 30 minutes. That's very late. And then especially the PLBKB. They are feeling very pressured right now.
Well, time to like
plot
is that
it
on
out.
the spot or is it
It's a canned line. I've been saving it for months.
Yeah. Choosing the wrong game to use it on, man, because I'm not sure if they got the Aegis. All right, Shaker looks like he's gonna go down as well. Pretty good fight start.
There's a hook, a nice one. Goes in, connects on 2. Requiem coming out for now. Let also taking heavy damage here. Fun starts to get in nice and close. They weren't fully ready for this BKB. They'll Phantom Rush in onto 456. Might get him as well. Get a Doppelganger over the cliff. Continues pursuit. Piao is here doing what damage he can. They have another Purge. They'll get a secondary kill. Ends up being a 2-for-3 exchange, but a couple big BKB charges did get popped. They also got rid of the Aegis. Now the Lina dies, make it a 3-for-3. Rubik likely to be next. It's going to quickly turn into a potential 1v1 here as Old Chicken also drops low. But Piao is going to have to give up pursuit.
So lucky smoke gank. So
that is a good point. 5-3, counting the Aegis.
Here we go.
4-3. There's the Echo. Gonna find Old Chicken off the bat. Fissure follow up. The hook comes over the top, looking to isolate the backline. Supports it, prevents Lei from getting in nice and close to try and save his precious Shadow Fiend, who is still surviving on the front of this fight. He got off the Requiem, finally explodes, but he gets off the Death Requiem as well. Very sustainable in the fight in the end, and ends up being a Shadow Fiend for a Clock and a Rubik for a Shadow Demon, so a slight win there for Newbie Youth. But
where's the Weaver and all of that? I'm not sure if was he even in
he
the
was
fight?
split pushing bottom. So
okay, so that was a 4v5.
that is definitely a win for Newbie Youth. We did see the Ags come out of Wind Ranger. Hasn't really amounted to much. It's not really there's not like one super... hold that thought. Hook comes in onto Old Chicken. Gets disrupted, though. Very nicely done by Lei. Helps to keep him alive. BKB coming out now. Looking for the Requiem. It does decent damage to multiple heroes, but doesn't bring anyone down. Meanwhile, Weaver just going hard on the backlines, and the key missing component is this PL. Off split pushing top right now, while NewBee are taking the fight straight onto EP.
Yeah, perfect example where catch matters, and no defensive force have to push that Shadow Fiend out, so he's forced to BKB TP, and the rest of the team just got picked off. So yeah, I really like the way they're playing. You know, earlier we've been saying that some of these less experienced Chinese team not really understanding
the style, and then the makings of a Scotty, I guess, for the Shadow Fiend. Yeah, so Shadow Fiend, Scotty, Manta, PL then. But two pretty big carry items coming out here, and I think as bad as it's looked for EP in terms of having an early lead, not really pushing it, they still have a strong late game, and they may just be looking to farm this one up a bit more. Old Chicken in the middle of nowhere, basically, trying to go blow for blow with MK. The Echo does come out, bringing the PL down below half HP, but not finish him off just yet. Now MK on the way out. They're going to finish off 4-5-6, and Piao in the meanwhile trying to do battle with Fan. Time-lapsing back. He's still BKB. Jackal coming through. It does connect. They're going to get the Weaver. Massive takedown, but Leshrac is here to save the day, perhaps. Tries to jump away. Can't succeed. 3-for-3. And even exchange as far as kills go. Core-wise, it looks like it was 2 carries going down, 1 for each team, and 2 supports for EP. An off-lane clock for Newbie Youth, and well, when they're Lina.
I mean, those are the only 2, right? Shadow Demon could disrupt himself, in theory. Same thing with Yules on Lina, so technically they don't really have a good target to go on. Maybe the best thing to go on is like Shadow Fiend and force him to BKB, but I think with the items that he has, he feels very confident just holding that BKB at least for a little while. He's got 3k health, up for almost 35 armor, so...
And he is doing work on this tower right now, bottom lane. Old Chicken is not to be thwarted so easily. They're bringing in Leshrac from the side, but guess who's waiting? It's the Ginger Lady. Trying to scout him out. Piao is not going to be able to defend the tower. Fissure isolates Lei on the tree line, but there's just no way to follow this up. So they're going to take the tower for EP. The Energy Pacemaker squad now barreling down bottom. They've already got 1 melee Rex. They want to make it multiple. And the nice thing is they're pushing out the 1 lane where they already got a ranged Rex taken down by Newbie Youth. They continue to press their way in. Searching for 2 lanes Rex. Should they get it freely, they're going to be in a lot of trouble on the Newbie Youth side. There was a hook shot, but Lei able to jump himself away. In comes the Shaker as well, looking for the big Echo Slam. It looks like Fan might have been able to dodge it with a Doppelganger. He retreats out for now, surviving with Old Chicken. Together, they're taking a lot of 2 lanes of Rex.
Yeah, he was teleporting in, and then he was like, oh wait, this is not the fight I want to be at, but that's buyback.
That is a 7k gold.
NewBee was going to push the other direction to so needed. And Leshrac, the Blink Dagger is huge in the sense that he just skipped PL and Shadow Fiend and just went and murdered the backline support.
This late game Leshrac, man, I keep on underestimating just how much he brings to the table, and I feel like NewBee Youth at this point are feeling confident that they don't even need to win. Melting their way through him, almost bringing that Shadow Fiend down to half HP off the bat. Now the hook comes out onto Lina, forcing her out of the fight. Clock gonna push himself away.
Yeah, the big difference here is that Shadow Fiend does have lifesteal in this fight, whereas he did not have it in the last fight. And the lifesteal, if he gets to upgrade his attack, he 2-second cooldown. Sure. Let's get some Spirit Lancing going on so you could have a Rubik Illusion.
A Rubik Illusion plinking away at them for like 5 damage with their AC mech. All kinds of nonsense. They are going to start going to work with the Pulse Nova, but they double BKB to focus him. Now the self Yules, but he gets the Pulse Nova, but they double BKB to focus him. Now the self Yules, but he gets dropped back down. Laguna to the back, and that will end him. Very heavy damage from EP. Now they've also found the clockwork. NewBee Youth, they've had such a good showing here in the mid game, but it seems it may all be for naught if the PL can find this 3rd kill.
Okay, Syndra and Shake said, we'll see in the next fight.
Basically, they're going to go. They went with the Echo as well as the hook shot simultaneously, and well, that Echo might just set up a quick kill and fan. No, he's going to be kept alive now. Back up here, Requiem was used just to kind of zone and cover the path of retreat, but there's no retreat necessary. They want to bulldoze the zone and cover the path of retreat, but there's no retreat necessary. They want to bulldoze their way forward. Onto the Leshrac they go. Octarine Core doing what it can, but it's not enough. The BKB is preventing a lot of the outgoing damage, which means Leshrac ends up falling. He instantly buys back. EP feeling like they have to turn this fight. They will get the Shadow Fiend with the Earthshaker rejoining the fray. Fan, however, is there to turn it. Another Shackle finding MK. They'll bring him down as well. The Death Requiem from the Rubik doing very little.
Oh my gosh, Shackle Fiend's going to die a second time.
A double death.
There's no buyback. They're going to go the other direction.
They might go on Fan now. They're hunting him down in the tree line. The stun connects. They get the kill. NewBee with the Piao triple. And it might just be down mid now. They do have 2 buybacks available.
Does Piao? Okay, PL has buyback.
They have a buyback on PL, 1 on the Wind Ranger, but it's 4 on... But the Vlad's is... Oh, well, I guess you have Satanic on Shadow Fiend, so it's not that big of a deal.
And AC, so...
They are going to just barrel down mid.
Yeah,
there is a clock up in 15 seconds, though. Everybody else is alive, but EP have the extra lives to work with. They also have a Shadow Demon buyback.
Base race?
And NewBee are going for a base race. I don't think they have the time for this, Lumi. They're going to go straight down the bottom lane.
Earthshaker big Echo time? Is he going for it?
They need a big play from a support, but Led doing a beautiful job of zoning them out. The Shaker kept off. Tier 4 about to fall. Meanwhile, on the Radiant base, they're starting to work on the enemy Tier 4s as well. Hook came through. Onto Chicken. Old Chicken doing the work here, bringing the racks down. The throne about to fall, and they'll get it. That was a very strange gambit. They didn't even have creeps in the base.
I mean, even though it didn't work, so you'd be like, why did they go for the base race? I don't think they could have beat Aegis and Cheese and still defended the throne.